हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप? सो दोस्तों, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस around 10 questions from the chapter application of derivative class 12, and we will be discussing a few more questions based on the same topic. And rate of change of quantities, we will be discussing that topic, and we will be discussing all the questions, the remaining questions from the exercise first. Okay, so let's start and try to solve all the questions based on the rate of change of quantities, chapter number, application of chapter name, application of derivatives. And welcome to your favorite YouTube channels. My name is Gaurav Tyagi. So let's start. So guys, here we have one more question from the same topic, and in this we have a particle moves along the curve. Just a second. Okay, so in this we have a particle moves along the curve. A particle moves along the curve. So this curve of the curve is given to us. Okay, and that is so this is 6y is equal to x cube plus 12. And we need to find the point on the curves at which the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as x coordinate. Okay, and so what we need to do here is we need to find the points where the x coordinate is changing, sorry, y coordinate is changing. So the y coordinate will change. If it is not given, then y coordinate will change with time. So dy by dt is equal to 8 dx by dt, that is given to us. Find the point. Okay, so we need to find the point where this situation exists. Okay, so let's try to find the points on the curve. Okay, and as the equation is given to us, so let's differentiating the above given equation. So differentiating the above equations. Okay, so that will be 6 dy by dx is equal to okay, so this 6 dy by dx is equal to, and that will be 3x square plus 0, because as we know the differentiation of the constant is 0. So here we have solved. Okay, and there is one more thing that we need to be aware of, or we must notice here, that dy by dt, so the variable y and x are differentiated with respect to t only. Okay, so what does it mean? It means dy by dt of 6y is equal to d by dt of x cube plus 2. Okay, so that will be 6 dy by dt is equal to 3x square dx by dt plus 0, because if you differentiate constant with respect to anything, okay, whatever be the constant, and what with respect to anything you find the derivative of it, so it will be 0 only, because constant will not change its value for any other variable. ठीक है, so अगर आप इसको dx by dt d by dt भी करते हैं differentiate with respect to t, then also the value of the variable, sorry, then also the differentiation of a constant will be 0. ठीक है, so here we have dy by dt is equal to x square by 2 dx by dt. ठीक है, so दिस dy by dt इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर बाई 2 dx by dt. तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास ये इक्वेशन आई है, एंड इट इज़ गिवन टू अस दैट we need to find the point on the curve at which dy by dt is equal to 8 dx by dt, and we managed to get dy by dt is equal to x square by 2 is equal to dx by dt. So what does it mean? If they are equal, if these two has to be true, then x square by 2, then x square by 2, that should be equal to 8, and x square should be equal to 16, and the value of x has to be less than, plus minus 4. So for x greater, so x is equal to 4, for x is equal to 4, the value of y will be for x is equal to 4, at x is equal to 4, at x is equal to 4, okay. So at x is equal to 4, y will be equal to, so 6, so this is 6y is equal to, and we put x is equal to 4 here, so that will be 3 4 cube plus 2, okay, and from here we get y is equal to, okay. So 4 4 cube is 4 4 the 16, and 16 4 the 62, 64, so 4 4 the 16, 16 4 the 64, so 64 plus 2 is 66, and divided by 6, that will be 11, okay. So at x is equal to 4, y is 11, okay. So the one of the point is x is equal to 4 and y is 11, okay. And let's try to find the other point. So at x is equal to minus 4, at x is equal to minus 4, so y is equal to minus 4 cube plus 2 upon 6, and that will result into minus 4 cube करेंगे तो that will be minus 64, and minus 64 plus 2, that will be 62 only, ठीक है, and this will be 62 upon 6, okay. So that will be 62 upon 6, okay. So this is how we get the two values of x and y. So there are 2 points where in the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So dy by dt is equal to 8 dx by dt. ये कब पॉसिबल होगा? व्हेन x is equal to plus minus 4 और y is equal to, for x is equal to 4, y is equal to 11, and for x is equal to minus 4, y is equal to 62 by 6, ठीक है. तो ये सब है, ठीक है. So this is how we can solve this type of questions, and in this type of questions what we need to whatever is given to us, we just need to frame equation around it, ठीक है, और solve करते जाना है. And let's try to solve few more questions based on the same topic. Here in this question, the radius of an air bubble, so it's more or less similar to the question that we have already discussed, kind of sphere balloons in spherical form. So this is quite similar to the question, ठीक है. और the radius of a air bubble is increasing at the rate of 1.2 centimeter per second. So guys, what is given to us? First of all, radius of the bubble is changing, so we are given dr by dt, and it is centimeter per second, so definitely it is dr by dt, ठीक है. So dr by dt is given to us 1/2 centimeter per second, ठीक है. At what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing when radius is equal to 1 centimeter? So radius is given to us 1 centimeter, and what we need to find is volume of the bubble. So dy by dt changing with respect to time when the radius is equal to 1 centimeter, ठीक है. और इसमें हम what we can write here is let r be the radius of the bubble, ठीक है. और volume of sphere is as we know v is equal to 4/3 pi r cube, ठीक है. volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r cube, ठीक है. And in this what we can do is we can differentiate this v is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube with respect to t. So that will be dy by dt, that will be dy by dt is equal to d by dt of 4 by 3 pi r cube, and that will result into 4 by 3 pi, that will be taken out common because that is a constant, and differentiation of r cube will be 3r square and dr by dt. ठीक है, and here it is given to us dr by dt की वैल्यू हमें ऑलरेडी गिवन है. Okay, so we'll use that value, we'll simply use that value. So dv by dt equal to dv by dt will be equal to 4 by 3 pi, and this 3 will get cancelled out. Okay, so this 3 will get cancelled out, we'll simply cancel that 3. So 4 pi, and in place of r we can simply write 1 centimeter. ठीक है, and dr by dt is given to us 1 by 2 centimeter per second. ठीक है, so that becomes 2 से 4 will get cancel out. ठीक है, and the value will be 2 pi centimeter cube per second. So that will be the value of the 2 pi centimeter cube per second, that will be the value. ठीक है, so in this way we can find out the volume of the oval. ठीक है, so volume of the oval increasing we can find out. So dy by dt we were supposed to find out, and we can find out in this way. ठीक है, so guys, I hope you have understood this part as well, and you must be enjoying or must be learning very easily in this type of questions. The questions are not very difficult, as you can see here. The only thing that you need to check here is what is changing and with respect to whom. The two point you need to remember, you need to check it out, and then you need to just substitute the value and differentiate it once or twice or whatever needed. ठीक है, so let's try to solve few more question based on the same topic, so we will have better idea of it. ठीक है, चलो चलते हैं, स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप देखो क्या है, a balloon which always remain spherical has a variable diameter 3 by 2 2x plus 1. So the diameter of the balloon is given to us. ठीक है, so diameter is given to us 3 by 2 2x plus 1, that is the diameter of the balloon. ठीक है, so you can simply write diameter of the balloon ठीक है, d is equal to 3 by 2 2x plus 1, and what we need to find here is find the rate at which find the rate of change of volume with respect to x. So what we need to find is dv by dx, that is what we need to find here is. ठीक है, और इसमें कोई अदर वेरिएबल्स नहीं है, ओनली x is there. So इसमें ये d is equal to 3 by 2 2x plus 1 is given to us. ठीक है, so इसमें हम वैल्यू पुट करते चले जाएंगे, and as we know the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. ठीक है, and we know r is equal to d by 2. ठीक है, so that will be equal to 3 by 4 2x plus 1. Okay, and we'll substitute the value of r into the volume. So v is equal to 4 by 3 pi, and this will be 3 by 4 2x plus 1 cube. Okay, and which we can simplify further. So that will be 4 by 3 pi into 3 cube is 27 upon 3 cube is 27 upon 64. ठीक है, and this will be 2x plus 1 cube. Okay, and this will get cancelled out, so 2 9 ja and 4 16, so that will be 9 pi by 16. Okay, so 9 pi by 16, and with that we have 2x plus 1 cube. Okay, so guys, and the next time we will try to differentiate the question. ठीक है, differentiate the volume of the spherical balloon. ठीक है, so dy by dx, we were supposed to find dy by dx, that will be dy by dx of, that is the dy by dx of 9 pi by 16 और उसके साथ 2x plus 1 cube. ठीक है, so 9 pi by 16 will be taken out common. ठीक है, and this we can differentiate by using chain rule. This will be 3 2x plus 1 square and dot d by dx of 2x plus 1, ठीक है. So dv by dx that will be equal to 9 pi by 16 into 3 2x plus square, and that will be 2 only. Okay, so d by dx of 2x plus 1 will be 2. Okay, and we'll see what can be cancel out. ठीक है, so this 2 will get cancel out और यहाँ पर होगा 8. Okay, so this will be 9 into 3 is 27 pi upon 8. Okay, and with that we have 2x plus 1 square. Okay, and this is how we can solve this type of question. And as you can see here, so we were supposed to find dv by dx which we have find out. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से आप क्वेश्चन कर सकते हो. और आप देखिए इसमें, तो इसमें वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड dv by dx वॉल्यूम, वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वॉल्यूम विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x. सो dv by dx वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड आउट. ठीक है, और इसमें हमें रेडियस डायमीटर दे रखा था इन टर्म्स ऑफ x. ठीक है, तो आई थिंक आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया होगा अभी. और यहाँ पर वी कैन फिल इन सम लाइन्स, लाइक वी कैन सिंपली राइट इट डाउन हियर. Rate of change of volume with respect to x. So this is equal to dv by dx. ठीक है, and this is how we can fill in some lines. ठीक है, और before here we can write volume of sphere. So this is the formula for volume of sphere. ठीक है, so this is how we can simply fill in some lines, and this is how we can solve. Okay, and I hope you have understood. So let's try to move and try to solve few more questions based on the same topic. ठीक है, so here we have one more topic, one more question. Sand is pouring from a pipe at the rate of 12 centimeter cube per second. ठीक है, so what is given here is volume. So sand is pouring from a pipe at the rate of 12 centimeter cube per second. So from the unit itself we can find out that this is dv by dt, because only volume can be written in the cubic centimeter or meter. ठीक है, and with that we have per second, so it is dv by dt only. ठीक है, so we'll simply write dv by dt is equal to 12 centimeter cube per second, that is given to us. ठीक है, the falling sand forms a cone of the ground in which such a way that the height of the cone is always 1/6 of the radius of the base. So height of the cone is always 1/6 of the radius of the base. How fast is the height of the sand cone increasing when the height is 4 centimeter? So what we are supposed to find is dh by dt. How fast means height changing with respect to time when the height is 4 centimeter. ठीक है, so at any point of time the volume of the sand that is pouring in is 12 centimeter cube per second. Okay, and the height of the cone is always 1/6 of the radius of the base, and at some point where height of the cone is 4 centimeter, we need to find how fast the height of the sand cone increasing. ठीक है, और आपको मालूम भी होगा the volume of the. ठीक है, so इसमें we can fill in some lines like let r be the radius of the cone, radius of the base of the cone. You can simply write radius of the base of cone, and h be the height of the cone. ठीक है, let r be the radius of the base of the cone and h be the height of the cone. ठीक है, तो इसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं अभी देखो, we can simply write the volume of the cone. So as we know, the formula for volume of the cone is volume of cone. So V is equal to 1/3 पाई आर स्क्वायर एच, ठीक है। और इसमें आर क्या है, रेडियस ऑफ द बेस ऑफ द कोन, ठीक है। और इसमें वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड आउट डी एच बाई डी टी, ठीक है। सो इसमें हम क्या करेंगे, वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड डी एच बाई डी टी। तो इसमें हम विल सिंपली डिफरेंशिएट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, विल सिंपली डिफरेंशिएट दिस अबाव इक्वेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, ठीक है। सो विल सिंपली राइट differentiating above equation with respect to time t, ठीक है। and that will be dv by dt is equal to 1/3 pi, can be taken out common because that is constant, d by dt of r square h. And as you can see here, so as you can see here, the radius is always 1/6 of the radius of the base. So instead of solving it for height and radius separately, we can substitute the value of radius in terms of height. So then we can find out dh by dt. We were supposed to find that only, ठीक है। सो डी आर डी टी हम नहीं बनाते, ठीक है। सो विल सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू इनटू इट, ठीक है। सो व्हाट डू वी डू हियर इज विल सिंपली राइट π/3, ठीक है, π/3, और उसमें d by dt और r स्क्वायर की जगह व्हाट वी कैन राइट हियर इज, सो r इज 6h, ठीक है। सो r is 6h, so that will be 36h square and into h, so that is, so dv by dt is equal to π/3 d by dt of 36h cube, and that will be equal to 36 π/3, ठीक है, and that will be 3h square into dh by dt, ठीक है। So we can simply write it, okay, and then we can try to solve it further. So dv by dt will be equal to, so 36/3 that will get cancelled out, that will be 12 only, ठीक है। So 12 pi and this 3 will be, okay, so it will be 36 because this 3 will get multiplied into it, so 36 pi, and when h bar 4, so we were supposed to find the change in volume when h is 4, ठीक है। so h is 4, ठीक है। so h is 4 here, and dh by dt we were supposed to find, ठीक है, and dv by dt is known to us, so 12 centimeter cube per second, that is dv by dt, that is known to us. So we'll simply write that 12 is equal to 36 pi into 4 into dh by dt, ठीक है, और that will get cancel out, 12 3s are, ठीक है, and 3 into 4 is 12, so dh by dt is equal to 1/12 pi centimeter per second, ठीक है। So this is how we can say we can calculate this. Okay, so here we have h square, okay, so that is missed out, okay. So so 4 4 is 16, and then it will be multiplied with 3, so it will be 48, okay, so that will be 48 pi, ठीक है। So the answer is dh by dt is equal to 1/48 pi centimeter per second, ठीक है। So guys, I hope you have understood, and in this what we are supposed to find is the value of the dh by dt, how fast the height of the sand cone sand is changing, ठीक है। So In this type of questions, the questions are not very difficult, though they are a bit difficult. They are tried to be, उन्होंने कोशिश की है एग्जामिनर ने कि थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट बनाने की कोशिश की जाए, बट आई डोंट थिंक तो कि वो इतना डिफिकल्ट उन्होंने बनाया है. सो आप इसको ट्राई करें, कोशिश करें सोल्व करने की. सो आई एम श्योर दैट यू विल बी एबल टू सोल्व दिस. ठीक है. और अगेन दैट कि जो भी हमने बोला है इसमें कि जो भी चीज़ गिवन है प्लीज़ राइट इट डाउन ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द पेज, है ना. जैसे हमने स्टार्ट करते हैं व्हाट इज गिवन टू अस एंड व्हाट इज वी सपोज टू फाइंड. तो इससे बहुत कुछ इन द फर्स्ट लाइन इट सेल्फ क्लियर हो जाता है. एंड most of you will be able to solve this type of questions after I can write the first line itself. तो फर्स्ट लाइन हमने लिखी, उसके बाद आई होप यू कैन सॉल्व most of you can solve this type of question. So please do try to solve this type of questions. Okay, and let's move and try to solve one more question from the same topic. So here we have the total cost Cx in rupees associated with the production of X unit of an item is given by this. Find the marginal cost. So guys, as you know, the marginal cost is dc by dx. The marginal cost is dc by dx. ठीक है. So we simply need to substitute the value. ठीक है. And here x is a unit. ठीक है. So when we are supposed to find dc by dx, we are supposed to find dc by dx at x is equal to 17. ठीक है. So this is very simple kind of question. And marginal cost, so marginal cost is equal to dc by dx is equal to we were supposed to find. ठीक है. So we are given cx is equal to 0.007x cube minus 0.003x square plus 15x plus 4000. ठीक है. So if we write dc by dx, so that will be d by dx of 0.007x cube minus 0.003x square plus 15x plus 4000. ठीक है. So that will be equal to 3 into 0.007 and it will be x square. Similarly this will be 3.003x plus 15. Okay, so dc by dx is equal to this, and at x is equal to 17. Okay, so dc by dx at x is equal to 17 is equal to, so we'll simply substitute the value 3 into 0.007 into 17 square 0.003 into 17 plus 15. ठीक है. तो इससे क्या होगा देखो. सो व्हाट डू वी गेट हियर इज dc by dx at x is equal to 17 and that will be equal to 3 into 7 is 21, so it will be 0.021 and 17 square. ठीक है. so that will be 17 square. ठीक है. और that will be 17 square. तो इसको सबको कैलकुलेट करेंगे. so it will be 20 point, this will comes out to be 20 point. ठीक है. 20.967. so this will comes out to be 20.967. ठीक है. and this is the value of the marginal cost when x is equal to 17. when 17 units are produced, the marginal cost will be 20.967 rupees. ठीक है. so this is how we can solve this type of questions. ठीक है. इसमें कुछ नहीं है, सिंपल आपको कॉस्ट फंक्शन दे रखा है, एंड देन यू नीड टू फाइंड द मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. सिंपली डिफरेंशिएट दिस फंक्शन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू गेट द मार्जिनल कॉस्ट फंक्शन. ठीक है. ओनली यू नीड टू रिमेंबर इज व्हाट इज मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. बाकी इसमें कुछ नहीं है. दिस इज वेरी इजी, आप कर लोगे इसको आसानी से. एंड हियर इन दिस क्वेश्चन व्हाट वी हैव इज total revenue. Total revenue in rupees received from the sale of X unit of product is this. Find the marginal value. So as we find the marginal cost, similarly we will find the marginal value. We will simply find dr by dx at x is equal to 7. ठीक है. So this is quite similar to the last question. ठीक है. So इसमें marginal revenue इज इक्वल टू dRx अपॉन dx, ठीक है, एंड दैट विल बी इक्वल टू dy dx ऑफ cost function that is 13 revenue function that is 13x square plus 26x plus 15, ठीक है, and so from here we have dr by dx is equal to, so d by dx of 13x square that will be 26x and it will be 26 only, and d by dx of 15 is 0, ठीक है, so dr by dx x is equal to 7, so this will be equal to, ठीक है, so this will be equal to 26 into 7 plus 26, ठीक है, so 26 into 7 is 182 plus 26, so this will be 208, ठीक है, so marginal revenue is 208, ठीक है, so dr by dx at x is equal to 7 is 208 rupees, ठीक है, so this is how we can simply calculate and find out the value of marginal revenue. So guys, marginal cost or marginal values, they are very easy kind of topic. So in these topics what you need to do is to simply differentiate these functions with respect to x, ठीक है, and substitute the value of x after differentiating, so you will get the marginal cost in case of total cost is given and marginal value in case revenue of the function is given, ठीक है. And here we have one of the important question, because this is multiple choice type question, and in 2020 and 2021 onwards, so multiple choice type questions are given in examination, so this is kind of important because it is of the form of multiple choice type, ठीक है. So MCQ टाइप क्वेश्चन जो है वो आसान भी होते हैं और टिपिकल भी होते हैं, because in this you need to calculate the similar way, but you will have some answers given, so you have some options given, so that is, in that way it is easy. And because some students try to guess it most of the time, so that way it becomes difficult and you cannot write some the process will not give you any marks in that case, so in that way it becomes difficult. The rate of change of area of circle with respect to radius. So guys, rate of change of area मतलब area is changing and with respect to whom is radius. So area of a circle, simply write area of a circle. So area of circle is equal to pi r square, ठीक है, and इसमें let r be the radius, ठीक है. अब इसमें क्या करना है हमें, वी वर सपोज टू फाइंड डी ए बाई डी एक्स, ठीक है, तो इसमें एक लाइन लिख सकते हैं, यू कैन सिंपली राइट डाउन रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ एरिया डी ए बाई डी एक्स इज इक्वल टू डी बाई डी एक्स ऑफ pi r square, okay, and that will not be du by dx, that will be d a by dr, ठीक है. So d a by dr at r is equal to 6, that will be equal to, so pi r square, so pi 2 pi r square, the differentiation of d by dr of 2 r square is 2r, so 2 pi r, and we'll simply substitute the value into it, so that will be 6, so 12 pi is the right answer, ठीक है. So dA by dr is 12 pi centimeter square per second, centimeter square per centimeter, because that is dA by dr, ठीक है. So in this way we can solve this type of questions, and as you can see this type of questions are not very difficult to solve, ठीक है. So this type of questions are not very difficult to solve if you can just follow the rules, follow the system as what is changing with respect to whom, so that is only you need to remember, okay, and that you need to figure out. बाकी आप कर लोगे आसानी से, क्योंकि बाकी सब डिफरेंशिएशन है which you must have discussed in class 11th in chapter number 5, ठीक है. So चलो ट्राई करते हैं one more question from the same topic. Here we have total revenue in rupees, ठीक है, and we need to find the marginal revenue. Okay, as we have done in the previous question, so marginal revenue is equal to marginal revenue is equal to drx upon dx, and that is equal to d by dx of 3x square 36x plus 5. ठीक है, and this will be equal to d by dx of, so dr by dx is equal to d by dx of 3x square is 6x plus 36. ठीक है, so dr by dx at x is equal to 15 is equal to 6 15 plus 36. ठीक है, तो how much it will be 36 into 15 into 6 is 90 and plus 36 it will be 126. ठीक है, so dr by dx marginal value at x is equal to 15 is 126 rupees. ठीक है, so guys, this is how you can solve this type of questions, and I am sure you have followed all the questions and you have understood how to solve this type of questions. So the guys, again I am saying, except in case of marginal value and marginal cost, wherein you just need to differentiate the function revenue function to get the marginal value and cost function to get the marginal cost. In all the other questions you need to just check it out what is changing and with respect to whom. ठीक है, so thank you very much for joining this video, and we'll be meeting you in the next videos in the very short while. ठीक है, so thank you so much for watching this video. Good day, have a nice day, bye bye, take care.